Chapter 3, Study Guide, Limits, Problem 1e. We want to find the limit of this function as x goes to 2 from the left. This is a one-sided limit. Clearly we are undefined at x equals 2. But before we do this, let's go ahead and draw ourselves a graph of what this looks like. Now this is kind of a cool function because if you think about it, if we talk about our horizontal asymptotes, if we think about it as x gets really, really big, we don't really need to worry about the -4 or the -2 because we get a really, really, really big number over a really, really, really big number, which, is basically 1. So that's cool. But let's remember that we have an asymptote at x equals 2. So I'm going to draw that in, just like that. So like I said, when it gets really, 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 really big, it's going to be at 1. Well, let's think, what happens when x gets really, really, really negative? Well, then we have negative x over negative x, which is still 1. So that's cool. So as we go up this way forever, that's a bad line, but if we go up this way forever, we're also going to be approaching 1 horizontally asymptotedly. So now we just got to figure out where our graph is going. And the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, well, the easiest way is just to know what the mother function looks like and then modify it. But if you don't know, then you can quickly just test a point on either side of your vertical asymptote, so either purple area. So I am just going to check the point. Let's just go right here to 1, 2, 3, x equals 3. So now I look at my numerator and my denominator. And I say 3 minus 4, well, that's going to be negative. Divided by 3 minus 2, well, that's going to be positive. So I get a negative divided by a positive, which means I'm going to be negative. So I know that over here, I'm going down. That's what I just showed. And also, I got to remember that I have a 0 at x equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. So I'm going to have to modify my graph a little bit. But that's what's cool about doing it on an iPad. Yay. Because I have a 0 at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is right there. So it'll look something like that. That was really bad. Let me try again. That looks a little bit better. And now if I check out what's happening on the left side of my asymptote, well, I already really know which way it's going to go. But just for fun, let's do it anyway. So we check a point on the left of our vertical asymptote. So let's just check the point 1. Again, we look at our numerator. We get 1 minus 4. Well, that's going to be a negative number. Divided by 1 minus 2. Well, that's going to be a negative number 2. So I got to be positive. And I know that because I don't have any other zeros, so I can't cross that axis anyway. So I'm just going up, boop, like that. So the limit as x goes to 2 from the left. So we're coming in like this, and we're going up to infinity and not beyond.